Hello everyone and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3. We are still playing as Djibouti in our randomized map. Basically playing as Greater France, plus the United Kingdom, almost. And this is going to be the MOLUCCAS, Malakas plan. Okay, so what we've got here, 3 divisions of motorized cavalry. What's the terrain look like through here? Okay, so we're going to try to push into here and then up into here, or so. And we have 3 divisions of motorized. We've got boom, boom, and boom. And they are, oops, no, go away. Go away, yeah, okay. And we are basically just going to do a nice and easy, we're going to have 1 corps come all the way up and then split off, hopefully. And then we're going to have another corps basically just focusing on the top, and the next corps focusing on the bottom. So we've got, oops, stop, I forgot. I'm saving the plan, save the plan, save it, yes, okay, good, fine, yeah, whatever. Show it please, yeah, there you go. So we've got the 3rd Mounted Corps. This was the corps that we pulled from... No, this was the corps that we just deployed. So you're going to have the southern flank. The 1st Mounted Corps is going to have the center. And the 2nd is going to have the northern flank. Now, the biggest challenge is going to be getting across this river. And I sort of want to attack with all 3 fronts at the same time. So we'll let those guys get into position. We did just undertake the successful naval landing at Belfast, which is fantastic for us. We're going to, well, I guess, how about we just send these guys home for the time being. And we are still moving up here in the north, trying to get around this river here and push into these mountains from over in this direction, rather than try to take that river crossing penalty. We want to extend the front line even further. And I want more people moving around the river than that. Please stop. Dang it. Oh, come on, game. This is one of the reasons why I'm really looking forward to, you know, Hearts of Iron 4. There's just a bunch of problems I have, and everybody really has, with the interface of Hearts of Iron 3. They made this game well before Paradox got really good at making interfaces and user interfaces and production interfaces and that sort of thing. So, I mean, it's capable, it's sufficient, it's just not good, is all. We are, it seems, having a few supply issues in this area. Is that true? Maybe. Maybe it's true. Can't tell. We are also doing a bunch of infrastructure production. We won't have our new highways until January 14th, it looks like. That's when they'll start coming in. That was a nice battle. We ended up turning it around. We still took a lot of losses trying to cross that river. Well, the strait. And yeah, they are arraying quite the force against us and our marines down here, but we have a full corps pushing across the river. I think we'll be a-okay. What's this? We have another interceptor. Fantastic. We're going to cancel your move order and redeploy you down here. Combine them together. Boom, done. Good stuff. Now we can do something else yet again. We are currently building 3 escort carriers, significant amount of light cruisers. We're building 2 heavy cruisers, some more escorts. I guess maybe it's time for even more naval capacity. I mean, we have the ability to support a significant amount of them. I'm just a little bit wary of building all of these guys when they're so outdated still. We did just get some more tech for our light cruisers. They're still at 1938 tech, unfortunately, but it will, I mean, it's 1938 right now, so I suppose it makes a certain amount of sense to make sure that we have updated and modern light cruisers We're gonna have so many light cruisers kicking around, it'll be fantastic. No one will catch us. It'll be great. I do prefer light cruisers over destroyers. Destroyers tend to be tankier, but light cruisers tend to do more damage and be more versatile, in my opinion. Maybe that's just, you know, me being wrong, but I really do think that since we're basically building a navy from scratch, the time period that this is meant to model really did represent the emerging dominance of the Air Force as a naval power, and we can see that right here. All of those transports are dead. We've killed them already. It didn't even tell us that we killed them because this game has a poor interface system, but we are basically, for free, we're going to kill this battleship. Just because we have a navy big enough and fast enough that they can't intercept us. And regardless of how strong that ship is, we're just gonna bomb it into oblivion while it's sitting in port. And it's only 1938, so our aircraft aren't really that spectacular at actually attacking and sinking enemy ships yet. They'll just get better with time. It's fantastic, and they'll get better at a quicker rate than the ships will get better at countering them. So really, there's no real downside to focusing on the Air Force. I mean, I guess the downside is that we don't have battleships to provide naval support, but our CAGs can provide air support. So as long as we have air superiority, there's really no problems. Now, is there? Pushing in here, they still have... Oh, these are garrison divisions. Okay. I mean, they're going to defend fairly well, and they're probably well dug in, but I'm sure we'll do just fine. Now, is our front wide enough for all of our troops? No, we've only got 10 frontage. So let's do a supporting attack here. They do also have a fort, just a level 1 fort, but that's 5% reduction in our attack efficiency just by itself. Okay, so they're pulling back with their garrison corps. We need to push forward. They are trying to reinforce with some infantry divisions. Okay, good stuff. And I think it's time that we start right in here. So the plan, once again, is to not do any attacking with our armored divisions and break their front with our infantry. This might be a bit of a challenge, but if we can make a breakthrough in one province, then we can use that to help the breakthrough in other provinces as well. We might get counterattacked in here, but I don't think that will be that big of a problem. We've only got 2 infantry divisions in this province, so that we might need to use some of our tanks to help the breakthrough in that province, but we'll also, up here, this is nice, we can use some of these guys as a supporting attack, and you guys are already across the river, so you guys will be doing some significant damage. That'll be nice. So let's let these go, and we'll see how horrible we're doing here. We are up to 47% in Mossbach, which is pretty nice. I think we can outlast them, honestly. At least in that province. These guys, this river is really going to make problems for us, I think. We are going to need to deploy some of our tanks to the front, in both provinces, I think, to be able to even cross the front. And this would be much easier if we had medium tanks, because this river is going to cause some real headache for us. They do have pretty skilled generals. We do have other units that we can cycle in and out of the combat, though, if push comes to shove. In fact, I think we should deploy this infantry division down here as backup as well. If anything, we'll just do a breakthrough up here in Mossbach and then push with these guys and call that good. Hello, Mr. Air Superiority. I really need you to be doing air superiority missions. And you... Oh, that's our bombings. Okay, that'll be fine then. Yeah, we're letting you guys do some rest and relaxation. It looks like they did beat us into Coloran, but only with 1 Marine division who we are kicking the teeth into without too much in the way of issues. And we have more interceptors we can deploy. Always a good thing. And this is going to be the 5th? Yeah, the 5th. Oops. Wrong button. 5th. Interceptor. Awesome. And we have the beginnings of the next infantry corps. 3rd Army. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And we have yet more production we need to sink into something or other. Well, I guess one of the problems we've been having are the lack of air bases in this region down here. We own the city of Torino. How about we dump a big old air base into Torino? You're max level and you're max level. You're one province apart, so I'm not too worried about that. These combats are not going too hot, but I think we're going to stick to them, at least for now. Do our best to break through there. Might be good to put a naval base in Antwerp, just because it's pretty well defended behind all this stuff. But nah, I think we're doing okay on naval bases. Maybe Brest would be a good place to stick a naval base in. Let's do a naval and an air base in there, just because it's the furthest point out in here. It'll give us some good range in that general area. And we do want a better naval base here. Our channel doesn't really have much in the way of ports. Actually, we don't have a port until up here and down there. And I want to make you bigger as well. Just for fun. So I guess that'll be good for now. You know, we are doing fine up here. That's less than fine, but still fine. Yeah, he's pretty weak. He'll put up some resistance and then fall back. And we do have the capacity to continue to attack here without too many problems. We could, theoretically, do a supporting attack down here just to increase the width of the front and let more units get involved in this combat. They are losing organization rather quickly, even though the percentage doesn't really seem to be in our favor. I think basically we can use the fact that we have more troops stationed here to break through their front, even though they do have a very defensive position over here. Basically just going to smash our face against this first wall and then do our best to take advantage of the fact of the speed of our light tanks compared to their troops. Okay, so we're pushing them out of Belfast. I think we will engage them here. We don't have anybody available to engage them over there. What's this one? Armagh? Yeah, we're doing fine. They do have garrison divisions, which sort of artificially inflates their strength in these provinces. And with this nice surround, I'm wondering if they're going to leave their troops there. Maybe we can just push in straight through here. I mean, they basically just gave us this mountain province, which is fantastic. Let's continue to shift along our front line rather than actually push forward here. Maybe they'll let us catch and kill more of their troops before we need to actually take their capital from them. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, we do have one of you that is able to advance, and you actually don't have a border with you over here, do you? No. Okay, well, so we're gonna want everybody then to just push forward. Okay, we'll push those guys back as soon as possible. That'll be fine. And then we're probably gonna come in contact with the people that we just pushed out of this province. Okay, we've pushed them out of Mossbach. That was the one that we expected to fall first because that was the one we had a foothold already across the river. We are going to push forward with 2 of our infantry divisions from up north, just leave one of them there. But all of the mounted corps that's in this province, we are going to push forward with. All of you. And as soon as you get into that province, I want you to then... some of you move up there. 3 of you. And then 2 of you move over here. And leave the infantry in this province for now. And probably use the infantry as a supporting attack to help the rest of our tanks cross the river. Our airplanes are flying about there. They don't show anybody coming to reinforce them yet. They are shifting units down south, but we got into that province right quick, thanks to our infantry. So as soon as you guys can, let's see, you've got, it looks like about 2 days of reorganization left to do. We're going to have you do a supporting attack down there. Actually, maybe one of you guys can get in there quicker. We'll see. Our tanks have arrived in the province, and they are engaging in Wertheim. It looks like, yeah, just HQ division, so we'll be able to take and push them out of Wertheim relatively quickly. One of the infantry divisions that we pushed out of this province of Machbach, retreated to Rothenburg relatively quickly, and so now we're going to need to do an attack on Rothenburg. Well, actually, it's looking like, oh, we can't attack yet, apparently. Apparently we used our tank's attack already. Well, whatever. We are still advancing up here. Okay, we've pushed them out of Wertheim. Pushing them out of these provinces, although it is getting very expensive for our infantry divisions. Although they don't have the ability to really resist us for too much longer. Going well, going well. I think, also, since I've just been completely ignoring this stuff down here, that our CAGs have finished the job. That there is no more battleship. We still need to come over here and see what they have stationed right there, but I think our CAGs have finished it off, and I think we are safe, basically. Let's give our CAGs some R&R. This is the spot where I would prefer to have a secondary unit of CAGs available for us to, you know, replace out. But I don't think we do. I don't think we have them built yet. What are you? Here, another interceptor. Alright, so our 5th interceptor wing, the one we just deployed, is now fully fledged and ready to go. Do we have more interceptors in production? We do. We have 3 more interceptors in production. We still can't start construction on multi-role fighters, not until 21st of November. So soon we can do some multi-role fighters. Let's do 1 more wing of straight-up interceptors. 3 more. We're getting pretty nice light aircraft practical reduction. These ones are being built at 1023, these ones 706, these ones 1023. Okay, yeah. So yeah, doing pretty well on aircraft. Aircraft are a good way to increase the strength of your army without really making a humongous investment in manpower. And they do take some manpower, but all in all, I think they're an excellent investment for the armies that are low on manpower but high on ambition. And yeah, I think once you two are good to go, looks like 3 hours or so. Yep, all good. We will continue to advance. Let's do a small attack over here, see how well we can do. I think our 2 Marine divisions, yeah, they'll be able to push him out. Reutlingen, that was a very expensive fight. 2,500 of our men to 1,500 of theirs, but we pushed them back. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And how did some of the 1st Mounted Corps end up there? I must have... Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Gotcha. Alright, so we have all of the 3rd Mounted Corps. I'm losing track of my tanks already. I want you to stick around here because that's still a frontline province. Our infantry have moved in here. We want the entirety of you to push down in that direction, and the infantry, I guess, yeah, we do want you to move forward too. We don't want to have these tanks chilling here anymore. Now, this is one of the provinces that we wanted to reduce down. Now, if we can get, let's do a supporting attack from over here and move up with 1 infantry into this province, and have another one move over here, and 2 move over there. 1 move up north. Seems good and fine to me, and you can move over here into Rothenburg because you are going to be a frontline province. Now you guys, we're just going to have slowly walk up to the front line. Okay, are all of you guys moving? It looks like you are. We've already managed to take that province. I would like to push a little bit, get control of this river here. But I don't want to push from here because you're already across the river. You have 2 infantry divisions in you. Let's just move one of them forward a little bit. And I think we need to wait to do any real attacking here until these tanks move up into that province. So we have some tanks chilling here, not really doing much of anything. Let's pull 2 of them off. Leave 1 behind right now until we get more infantry. And let's just keep moving forward with our motorized. Looking good. Nice breakthrough. They're scattering. Their troops don't know which direction to go. They're just retreating because we've run into their army core HQs. And they just were pushed back out of Dieburg. I thought that they'd put up more of a fight in Dieburg, but it looks like I was wrong. What is this? Whoa! Alright. Fantastic. Alright, we're going to flesh out the 13th Corps. And now we need to start building new corps for a new army, I believe. Right? The 3rd army is fully fleshed out. We can now begin work on the 4th army. We already have 1 full corps fleshed out for it. The 14th Corps is fleshed out, and we have 4 infantry divisions for the 15th Corps. And we are going to need to, unfortunately, spend some time and attention on the leaders for that group. We have 2 more in production, 2 more infantry corps. Yeah, this one's almost finished up, which will bring the total over here to 4 infantry corps, and then in the end of January, just 3 months away, we're going to have another motorized division, another light armored. It's unfortunate that we have so many light armored divisions and no medium tanks, no motorized infantry or anything like that, but it is only 1938. I mean, it's almost 1939, but we really should be focusing on these light tank researches relatively soon anyway. And we are gaining more in terms of leadership. We're up to 47, almost 48 leadership now. With every victory province we take, basically, we get more and more and more leadership. When we take this one from them, we get an unknown amount of leadership, but let's see, where's the victory province we did take? Here, we took Hull from them, and Hull by itself is giving us 0.16. This one's giving us 0.16. This one's giving us 0.24, 0.44, 0.2, and London is giving us 0.4 leadership. That's fantastic. London can almost do half of a tech research just all by its lonesome. That's great. That's good stuff. So it looks like... Oh, these are just our Marines. They're unsupported, unfortunately. They don't have any artillery or anything supporting them, so they might take a bit in the way of damage, attempting to force their way through there. But, I mean, worse things have happened. That's why we have manpower to begin with. Even though I am, you know, complaining about the lack thereof. I mean, it's just what happens, unfortunately. You lose manpower. Let's just do a general expand of naval bases. I know this one is there. Oh, that's not even our core. We aren't even going to have it. Okay, well, let's go cancel all of the stuff that I just queued up, because I don't want to build it for somebody else. Speaking of building it for somebody else, let's make sure, again, we have our war goals. We have retake our core. We have puppet. Let's do that right now. Double check. Yep, puppet and retake our cores. How about you guys are going to do the same thing? I'm going to do war goals, puppet, retake our cores, and let's make sure and install communism in Romania, just to make double sure. Now they are at 61% surrender, so I think, I mean, maybe once we take all this, we've taken a significant amount from them. I think we're going to need to basically take all of their victory provinces from them. We've almost taken Drogheda from them. We just need to let our Marines advance a little bit. It looks like they just withdrew from that province up there, so I guess that's fine. Now, is this one our cores? Is Hull our core? Yes. And Hull is an amazing province. It's basically maxed out everything. Let's make sure that it has a max-size airfield, max-size infrastructure. Leeds is also a pretty nice one. Let's just max out the airfield. Liverpool is actually not worth anything, but Preston is, so let's double down on the infrastructure in both of these provinces. You've got quite the nice naval base going on, and you're right next to 2 airfields, so I'm not worried about those at all. Now, Sunderland is going to be our furthest north province, it looks like. So let's flesh out that naval field and work on those air bases, just because it's nice to have options sometimes. And apparently I can't actually construct AA guns because I didn't think that that tech was worth researching, and honestly I think that's alright. It also means that I don't accidentally build any. Okay, so we are moving. Look at this breakthrough. It's fantastic. Going very well. We still haven't pushed down to this river just yet, but they're freaking out down here, redeploying everyone except this Doomstack. This Doomstack's just chilling right there. So, what's the plan now? We are still moving forward with you. You guys have stopped, but only because you need to redeploy, and you're going to be actually attacking to move into that province. We have a bunch of people here moving and attacking, and these are the infantry divisions that we are redeploying to various provinces. You are moving up in there. We just took that province, which is good. You're moving over to Wertheim, which is up there, which is good. You're also moving to Wertheim. How about you move over this way instead? Do we have two people moving up into Dieburg? You're moving up into Dieburg, and you're moving up into Dieburg. Okay, so we're gonna move you over here and then over here. And let's see, what was the goal here? Okay, we're gonna follow this river down. This one might be okay if we can take that fort from them, but we're gonna follow the river down, I think, and then use these hills to our advantage. We want to get to Plauen, so we're gonna go something like that. And let's see, you are moving to Rothenburg. You can stay there. You are moving over here. You can stay there. You're moving to Rothenburg. I want you to move over to Bamberg. Sounds good. And I think we are going to need to move these guys up even further just to support the advance. Now, we are attacking here, but it looks like we've just about completely won. Maybe we can get into Ansbach before they can. I know I'm kind of mixing and matching the jobs of the different motorized divisions, motorized corps, but that's fine. That's what they're there for. They're supposed to be quick, lightning troops to exploit a breakthrough like this, and we're basically going to cut their country directly in half without too much in the way of problems. That first initial battle crossing that river was the biggest challenge that we'd faced, and we did take some lopsided losses doing so, but I think it will lead to a much better strategic situation overall. So how many troops do we have moving north? Looks like 2. And which ones are those? I really don't like how you can't tell who's moving and who's not if they're disorganized. I believe it's you. Yeah, okay. So let's take you guys and push forward. I believe we've beaten these guys in battle already. Yes, we have. Okay. So we don't even need to worry about that. We do need to worry about continuing forward here. We are currently holding the line with tanks because our infantry are slow as poop. Slow as poop. Okay, we've got you moving into Bayerth, you're moving down to Ansbach, and we'll move you over into Nuremberg. Is that a victory province? No, but Ansbach is. It'll be nice to take that basically for free. And maybe we can move in, push into Schwandorf over here, take out Ethiopia, basically remove their army from the equation. It's not really like their army was doing very much, but that's a couple of corps we wanted to worry about. Unless they go into a government in exile. Are you a member of the Allies or anything? No, you're not. Alright. So you're not going to go into exile. As soon as we force them into surrender, they will actually fully and completely surrender. Alright, so plan here. I think we let you guys continue pushing forward. We're going to let the infantry move south. That's fine. But the tanks are going to move over here. You as well. I'm going to move over here. We don't have any infantry in there. Keep moving. Push to the river. Get to the river as quickly as possible. Speaking of the river, I sort of want you to push in here. What do you think, dude? You gonna be able to? Sort of like that. And then... Oops. Yeah, you can move there. That's fine. I want you to move into this province. And you, even though you're very weak, move into this province. You can use that movement time as an opportunity to get reorganized. And what if we attack with 2 units into here? How is that going to work out? That's the one that's tough. This is Ulm. Oh, that's fine. All right. So, yeah, you're doing just fine. We're going to use you to come over here, and you to come all the way up there. Good stuff. Good stuff. Everybody's moving. Everybody's working forward. I really appreciate it if these infantry were faster. But, I mean, that's why we need motorized troops, you know? Can't win a battle with tanks alone, but boy, tanks move much quicker than infantry can, don't they? Okay, we've got you coming up here, you moving up there. It's fine and dandy, whatever works. Push them back. Move up like that. And you move up like that. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. We've taken that province that I keep having problems pronouncing the name of, and the next victory province is all the way down here in Killarney. So really, if we can get away with only finishing up here and not even pushing all the way the further down, that would be great. But I mean, this is 33 points, so we're probably gonna need to push all the way down there. But this one is, Coraline is worth 39. That's fantastic. Okay, well, I think we've let these guys rest and relax for long enough. Let's actually start pushing forward a little bit. That's a Malacca's place. They've got... Oh, they have people there. Huh. That's you to Paris. Fine. How's this working? We've got far superior numbers. This one infantry division is putting up quite the fight, though. It's mountains, and some of our troops have a penalty because they're crossing the river and all that fun stuff. I do think we basically just need to split you guys up and keep pushing forward. Let's do 3 pushing forward. No, 2 pushing forward up there. Let's see how that works out for us. Doing just fine. He was pretty damaged to begin with. You guys might run into some problems up here. They're mountains and hill provinces, so we'll see. And let's attack in from this direction now, too. We've got you not doing nothing. Let's move you north. They're doing a counterattack down here, so we'll do a counterattack from the north. And let's use you to support the attack across the river. And now they're going to counterattack us across the river. So we're going to spend some manpower up here, I think. But let's take a look back down here. Sometimes I feel like I need to have ADD when I'm playing this game. Just constant redirection of your attention. Just everywhere. All over the map. All at once. Okay, yes, that's fine. You can just move right in. Just take the capital of Ethiopia. That's their only victory province. It is a victory province. Fine. We've almost cut them completely in half. Then it's just going to be a matter of holding the cut. You are moving so slow. Just strategic redeploy. Use the train. Use the trains. Just get to a province in which you can actually do some good. Okay, so this is a province that we're going to hold. We're behind the river. We've got an infantry division in this province. Looks like they're actually putting up a fight in this province. Even though we took that from them already, I thought. I guess we didn't get an infantry unit there in time. Looks like they've retreated from it. We've already pushed the HQ division out of Ethiopia's capital, so we should be taking Ethiopia's capital very soon here. So that means you can be redeployed down this direction. We are still holding the river here with tanks, unfortunately. But we almost have infantry in line. Let's throw another infantry division up in here to help. And yeah, we'll attack from the north with a tank as well. Should be good. Very busy front line. A rapid advance. This has taken like 4 days to take all of this territory. 4 days of in-game time. It's going pretty well. It's going pretty well. I don't think they saw that coming. Of course, it's the AI, so I don't think they see much of anything coming. This attack is not doing too hot. Even though we are supporting the attack, they're counterattacking our support. But I think that's okay. I think we can spend our organization manpower better than they can at this point. All right, but I'm gonna need to pause and take a break here. Thanks so much for joining me on this little adventure. We just took the capital of Ethiopia. they should surrender, honestly. It doesn't really matter that much. They're a puppet of the Republic of the Moluccas, so it's entirely possible that their troops will just be given to the Republic of the Moluccas, and we won't really need to worry about that. But we've basically pushed most of the way into the center of the enemy country, almost completely taken them over. It's a fantastic little push. It looks ugly right now, but boy, we're going to cut this country in half. They aren't even redeploying their troops in the north. Don't know what to do about any of this. And then, yeah, we'll just be able to use the Third Army, the Third Army's infantry, as well as you guys, which are part of the First Army. Okay, yeah, the First Army is our pushing army. Yeah. We'll just reduce the top pocket. The top pocket being, you know, 1/2 of their country and presumably 1/2 of their army. But I gotta take a break here. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time.